What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Beaky here with the Untitled Game Show, back once again to share more of my opinions from E3 2015. As always, guys, if you disagree with me, share your own opinions in the comment section below about your top 5 favorite announcements from this year's press conference. Let's get right into it. Number 5. Xbox One backwards compatibility. This came out of absolutely nowhere. I just did not hear a rumor about this one. I didn't expect this to actually happen. And Microsoft letting gamers play their old Xbox 360 titles digitally or disc format over to the new console is an absolutely amazing thing to allow to happen, guys. And you will actually be able to use some of the Xbox One features with these 360 games. You'll be able to use game DVR. You'll be able to stream the game from your Xbox One over to Windows 10 PCs later this year. You're going to be able to take screenshots and actually play online and do all the normal stuff you would expect to do with a 360 game. Only thing I really hope that Microsoft does for this to make it really an impactful thing for the future is make it over 1,000 available games, because there was a lot of games available on the Xbox 360 and we just don't want a handful of games like 100 or 200. We need over thousands of games available from the old catalog of Xbox 360 titles. Let's get into the next one. Sony partners with Activision for exclusive DLC first on the PlayStation 4. Wow, guys. Microsoft has had this deal for so long. So finally, Sony has taken this one away from Microsoft, and we just didn't really see it coming too much ahead of time. Now, this is big news because many gamers who are either YouTubers or aspiring pro gamers for Call of Duty are gonna have to switch their equipment over from being Xbox to the PlayStation 4 if they want to cover everything as it comes out and be ready for these new maps, or if they want to make videos for these new maps. And gamers who have custom controllers, rapid fire custom grips, they're gonna be having to hit up those new stores, little mom and pop stores or online stores like Evil Controller, and get upgrades for their PlayStation 4 controllers, just like they probably did for their Xbox One controller. Just my opinion on the situation. I think this was absolutely big news. Number 3. Fallout brings mods to consoles. Wow, guys. PC mods are coming to consoles via the format of Fallout 4 on Xbox One first, and later on they're hoping to bring it to PlayStation 4 as well. This is absolutely amazing. We usually don't see mods showing up on the console side of things because it is a closed architecture. But the fact that this is actually going to be happening in the future is going to really open a new way for gamers to experience Fallout 4 and hopefully other games down the line from Bethesda. And hopefully other gaming developers will actually support this feature as well. Modding has been a core element to a lot of Bethesda's games, especially Fallout, especially Skyrim, and all the crazy mods we have seen on the PC version of Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 4. Now that Fallout 3, now that mods for Fallout 4, once they do get made, are going to be able to transfer over to Xbox One and down the line, hopefully to the PS4, it's definitely going to add to the lifespan of the console, and I can't wait to see what happens with this. Number 2. Shenmue 3 announced via Sony on stage, but with a Kickstarter. Who would have thought that was going to happen? A Kickstarter in an E3 press conference? And for Shenmue 3? And it got over $2 million in less than 24 hours? What in the world? Yeah, guys, Shenmue 3 has already been funded. It's already over $3 million off me making this video. I just can't believe this game's already been funded and it's gonna be made. If you're not somebody who's played the original Shenmue, I remember with my friends having a Dreamcast playing this game, and I wanted a Dreamcast to play this thing, but by the time that I could get a Dreamcast, the Dreamcast was basically dead, and I ended up with a PlayStation 2 and Grand Theft Auto. But Shenmue was something I always wish I went back and played through the whole entire game myself, but I did have fun with times I did play the game, so I am looking forward to playing Shenmue 3, and now Sony has actually announced that they will be putting some funding into the game because developers really wants to make the game, and fans really actually showed that they want the game to happen by actually backing the Kickstarter. Next up, guys, number 1. Final Fantasy VII Remake is actually happening. What? Wait, what? Hold on. Wait, what? Yeah, guys, Final Fantasy VII, the game that gamers have been asking for a remake for forever, is actually going to happen from Square Enix and is coming first to PlayStation platforms. I definitely expected it to come to PlayStation first if it was going to happen, because the original game was on the PS1. But the fact that Square is actually going to invest the money to remake Final Fantasy VII in full format, is not just going to be an HD remake. They can actually do over the mechanics and make everything work better for modern times, because some of the mechanics in Final Fantasy VII really wouldn't translate too well over to modern day, even just in HD format, because gaming has changed a long time since the PlayStation 1 days. But it's definitely a game that people have been waiting to see HDified for a very long time, guys. Last year at E3, they did find out that Final Fantasy VII was getting like a really quick makeover for the PC version was coming to console, but people were not excited about last year's E3 announcement. So Square finally said, yep, we're gonna make the remake, and people went nuts. It was such a big announcement that Square Enix stock actually jumped 2.9% to the most it's jumped to since 2008. I don't think there could be bigger news at the convention than Final Fantasy VII Remake actually happening, because it actually made Square Enix stock jump up in price. That was nuts, guys. So those were my top announcement of E3 2015. My top 5. Share your own in the comment section below, because I know you guys will differ from mine. I'll be back with more video game news, top 5s, and reaction discussion very soon. Peace out, guys.